WDTN, the station that's working for you. This is 2 News at 6.
Now at 6, the final moments of Decision 2016.
We have live team coverage of Battleground, Ohio, and the race for the White House.
I'm following Ohio Republicans in Columbus.
Montgomery County Democrats will wait for results in Dayton.
We'll show you how high voter turnout is this election cycle.
We're covering the latest numbers around the Miami Valley.
And we're asking if voters had any problems while casting their ballots.
We're working for you as America chooses its next president.
Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump supporters will await the election results tonight in 2 different locations, but both in New York City tonight, actually about 1.5 miles apart. A live look at both locations right now. Quiet for now, but it'll be buzzing with activity in the coming hours later tonight.
Polls are open across this state for 90 more minutes. This is a live look at a polling location in Clark County. That's a swing county in Ohio. It's had the smallest margins of victory in the Miami Valley over the past 4 presidential elections.
And we're covering Decision 2016 and Battleground, Ohio, in the Miami Valley, in Columbus, and New York City for you tonight.
And we begin with live team coverage of Ohio Republicans in Columbus and Ohio Democrats in Montgomery County. 2
News reporter Tyler Yutzka kicks things off tonight in Columbus. Tyler.
And Mark and Katie, you know, when this Senate race between incumbent Rob Portman and his opponent Ted Strickland, this race for Senate was really the one that was being told the one to watch, expecting an extremely competitive race. But as we've gotten closer, Strickland has been criticized for slowing down, losing some steam. Now, recent polls show Senator Portman may not have to clean out his office. It's looking like the first-term senator will likely win re-election, as he has a hefty lead over his Democratic opponent, former Ohio Governor Ted Strickland. Now, this is the race that both parties put a lot of money into. The Republicans hoping to keep this seat Republican, the Democrats hoping to kick out Portman and put in Strickland. Records show it's the 4th most expensive Senate race in the country, to the tune of around $82 million, which we are expecting is money well spent for the Republicans tonight. Now, of course, I'll be keeping a close eye on this race for you. Yesterday, Portman was doing his final campaign stop, his last one in Centerville. He told me he's not taking anything for granted and will be campaigning up until the polls close at 7:30 tonight. Now, Strickland has also told reporters that if he doesn't win, he will not rule out running for office in the future. For now, live in Columbus, Tyler Yutzka, 2 News, working for you.
All right, Tyler, we'll talk to you as the night unfolds. On the Democratic side, some Dayton City leaders have been outspoken about their support for Hillary Clinton.
2 News reporter Maytal Levy is live in Dayton, continuing our live team coverage.
Mark and Katie, I'm here at Thurgood Marshall. You can see things are slowing down here at the polls as we head into 7:30. Some Dayton Democrats have been clear about their choice for Hillary Clinton, like Mayor Nan Whaley. Even on her Twitter page, you can see retweets and tweets all about Hillary Clinton. We'll, of course, be talking to her later. Hillary Clinton bumper stickers in Dayton and the hashtag I'm with her on Twitter have been used thousands of times today. I spoke with the Dayton Democratic chair, Mark Owens, who tells me a lot is at stake in this election specifically. Volunteers there have spent hours this week calling and doing door knocks, pushing for that extra support. Owens hopes at the end of the day, it will all have been worth it for a blue outcome.
There's a vast difference between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. The future of the Supreme Court's at stake, investments in our cities and in our education, those are all at stake. So I think the future of our incoming generation is going to be determined by what happens today.
Montgomery County saw the largest in-person early voter turnout in the state. We'll be heading over to the Dayton Democratic headquarters here in a little bit and keep you updated all night long. For now, live, Maytal Levy, 2 News, working for you.
Okay, May, thank you. To Clark County now, one place many people will be watching tonight as the polls close.
Voters there have less than 90 minutes to cast their ballots in what could be a historic presidential election. 2 News reporter Julissa Gordon continues our Decision 2016 team coverage live tonight in Springfield.
Mark and Katie, we just had a rush of voters come through this precinct. It's the largest and busiest in the county. Now, it may not look like much right now, but I can tell you in the last hour, 7,000 voters have cast their ballots in Clark County alone. making the total 58,000 voters total have already cast their ballots so far in Clark County this election cycle. That's including absentee and early voting. Election officials think they will surpass the 64,000 votes cast in the 2012 presidential race. Now, Clark County is considered a swing county within a swing state. In the past 4 presidential races, the margin of victory has been less than 2,000 votes. In 2012, only 523 votes separated President Obama and Mitt Romney. Clark County Board of Elections Director Jason Baker says because of the historically tight race, everyone will be watching Clark County tonight to see how they lean.
I do understand that Clark County is a well mixture between white-collar and blue-collar workers, and will that tie into the political party? Probably. But I don't know. I can't answer why Clark County is so much watched the way it is.
I'm a little bit excited and nervous. I'm excited to find out who it is, but I'm also nervous to find out who it is. So,
I think God has it in control. I'm not worried a bit. If we don't like who we get, we'll pick another one in 4 years.
The county has about 90 precincts and 51 locations that will be reporting to the Board of Elections within about an hour. So, Charlisa Gordon, 2 News, working for you.
All right, Charlisa, thank you. The Troy Library up in Miami County, one of several polling places that we stopped by today. And if you have any pictures from your voting location, we'd love to see them. Send those to us through the reported section of our website or on the 2 News smartphone app.
Problems at the polls certainly is a concern that's talked about every election year.
Natalie Tendall with 2 News Investigates continues our team coverage by asking about any issues in the area today election-wise. Natalie?
Well, according to Ohio Secretary of State John Husted, there haven't been many problems at polls across the state today. But we did ask those in charge about a concern we heard about from a couple of voters who were told that their absentee ballots were not being counted. Now, in both cases, these voters tell us that they submitted their absentee ballots early and were contacted by email or by phone by somebody saying that their ballot never was counted. Well, we asked the Secretary of State's office and the Montgomery County Board of Elections about the issue. Both offices say that they've not heard of the problem and would never contact a voter by email or by phone regarding their ballot. They say voters should not be alarmed by these types of scare tactics. Husted says they're watching the voting process very carefully today and even address the possibility of voter fraud.
I want voters to have confidence in our elections, that we have made Ohio a place where it's easy to vote but hard to cheat, and that voter fraud, while it exists, it's very rare. And we're going to hold people accountable.
Now, if you are experiencing a problem at the polls, call your County Board of Elections office to report it. You can also check to see if the state received your absentee ballot at myohiovote.com and look for the Track My Ballot button. Natalie Tendall, 2 News, working for you.